Good morning student. Let us start our science class. Okay. Yeah, in previous class we discussed about the sum of the natural resources. We just will recall what we have studied in last class. Yeah. Just will recall what are the different points we studied in last class. Yes. First we come to know that what is natural resources. What it means, natural resources means the resource what we are getting from the nature is called as natural resources. One more resource is artificial or else man-made resources. What it means, man-made resources means the resource man prepared resources or else that is not getting from as it is in the nature. The people or else man who is responsible for that resource because they are industrially they are preparing that resource means it is called as artificial or else man-made resources. Next in natural resources we discussed about the some of the examples. Yes, after that we come to know that natural resources are divided into two types. What are these? Inexhaustible natural resource and exhaustible natural resources. Next, what is inexhaustible natural resource? Inexhaustible means we are getting unlimited. We are getting unlimited. It is not finishing off. So, that is called as inexhaustible. What are the examples? Sunlight, air, water, all those things. Next, one more thing that is exhaustible. What is exhaustible natural resource? Those natural resources are, it may finish off. After the use, if you are not going to maintain that one or else we are not going to conserve that one means what will happen? It may finish off. So, such resources are called as exhaustible natural resources. What are the examples? Is petroleum, coal, natural gas, all those things. So, I will ask one question student, where we can add medicines or else paint, which resource it is? They are the resources itself, but it is the artificial or else man-made resources. Yes. After that we come to know that what about the coal, what it means, coal means, what are the different derivatives of coal? Yes, what are the different derivatives or else constituent or else factors of this coal? Yes, they are coke, coal tar and coal gas. We studied about the history of that and how it is formed, the story behind that. After that we come to know that what are the different uses of coke and coal gas and coal tar. Yes. So, we have completed first half in our previous class. Next we will continue that only in today's class. Yes, we will study about the petroleum today. Okay. So, write in the heading petroleum. Main heading is coal and petroleum, that is the heading of our chapter's name it is. So, next heading is, we completed about coal, next we will study about the petroleum. You heard about petroleum? Yes, petroleum means what? What is petroleum? What are the different constituents of petroleum, student? Yes, we know about petrol and diesel, but it is completely different. What is petrol and petroleum? We will discuss later. Actually, the petrol and diesels are the derivatives or else fractions, okay, of this petroleum. So, petroleum, where we are using this petrol? Yes, we know that in light automobiles like bicycle, not motorcycle I am saying, not bicycle, motorcycle, car, taxi, all those things. Yes, they are run by using petrols. What about the diesels then? Heavy vehicles like tractor, upon the tippers, JCB, many things like that, trucks and all. They are they are using diesels. See, these diesel and petrol is nothing but that is a derivative of petroleum. So, petroleum means it is the main thing in that there are derived different they are part what they are different parts we are getting from this petroleum. Okay. Now, what is petroleum? Petrol and diesels are obtained from natural resources, that is called as petroleum. Now, tell me student, whether this petroleum is fossil fuel or not. In last class we studied about the fossil fuels. Now tell me whether this petroleum is an example or else that is a type of fossil fuel? Yes, it is a type of fossil fuel. Yes. Next we will see from where it is derived. Actually this petroleum, this is derived from two parts, okay, two terms it is. That is first one, see first half, that is petra. Petra and one more is oleum. These are the two terms. Actually from these two terms the petroleum is derived. Petra means nothing but that is a rock, meaning is a rock, and this one oil. Oleum means oil. So from where we got? From the rocks and oil we got the petroleum. So it means that what it is mined from the, or is mined from between the rock and under earth. Okay, it is called as petroleum. So just have a look. This is a picture, or else there is a what the figure it shows how it is derived from these two. Okay, just have a look. Yes. Now one more question, students. My question is, do you know how petroleum is formed? Question is, do you know how petroleum is formed? Any idea? From where we got this petroleum? Yes. From where? Whether in laboratory we can prepare? Can we prepare this in laboratory? Yes, don't know. So we will get that answer after studying today's class. Okay. So from where it is, from how it is formed, do you know how petroleum is formed? Okay. Actually from where we are getting this petroleum? Do you know any idea? From forest, from sea, or else in our terrestrial environment? Actually we are getting from the sea. Okay, we will see how it is, a story behind this one, how petroleum is formed. Okay, it was formed from the organisms living in at the bottom of the sea, the organisms present in the sea itself. So actually this petroleum we are getting from the organism. How surprising it is, how from the organism we are getting this petroleum, but it will take more than number of years, it will take millions years. So now tell me whether we can prepare this petrol in our laboratory? No, it will take number of years, even though it is formed from the dead organism, but still we can't prepare this one in our laboratory because it will take millions years. Okay, now we will see how it is formed. It was formed from the organisms living in the sea. Okay, later what happened? As these organisms die, okay, as these organisms, somehow it may die, it will die, their body, where it will settle down? Their body will settle down at the bottom of the sea. Yes, surely it will settle down at the bottom of the sea. Next, what will happen to that dead body? After some time, that body will cover with layers of sand and clay. What is there under the sea? So what happened? It is a bottom of the sea. What will happen? Any organism, if it is a fish or anything, if it is a fish means how? Yes, it is a fish means what will happen to this fish? This fish will die. It will die and this body will settle down under the sea. What will happen later? These will cover with sand and water. This dead body cover with sand and water. Sorry, not water, clay, sand and clay. After millions years, what will happen to that? Whether there is a presence of air? No. So, without there is an absence of air, that time what will happen? There is a creation of high temperature and pressure, right? Yeah, because of high temperature and pressure, absence of air, these dead material, dead organism or its dead body will transfer into petroleum. Come to know? So, from where we are getting petroleum? From the dead organisms, the body of dead organism, but it will take millions years to gather. Okay, because of that we can't prepare this petroleum in our laboratory. Come to know now? Yes, next we will see one figure, student. In that you have to carefully you have to observe. After that I will ask some questions, so you are able to say the answers. Okay, just observe this diagram, same diagram what we have observed before, same it is. So have a look what you are observing in this diagram. Yes, in this picture what you can observe. See, it shows that the deposit of petrol and natural gas, where it is present, in which position, where is the position of water, where is the position of oil and natural gas. You see that the layer contain petroleum and oil, that is a petroleum, oil and gas is above that of water. Yes, right, above that of water. Now my question is, why it's so? Why it is so? Yeah, do you know why it is so? See, we will do one small activity. I am not going to do, you have to take one glass of water. If you are having any glass vessel means it is easy to you. One glass of water. Yes, transparent glass means it is nice to you. Yeah, take one glass of water. Add drops of oil to that one. Yes, just try to mix. What will happen to that? Yes, where is the position of oil now? Whether it is mixed, both oil and water? No, it is not mixing. It is separately we can see. It is not going to mix, but where is the position of water? Water is down and oil is in uppermost layer. So we can see two layers now. Why it is so? Yes, because we know that the density of water is more while comparing to this oil. Same as that it indicates here, it is not mixing. Why it is not mixing? Yeah, oil and gas are lighter than that of water. Okay, so do not mix with it. Two reasons we got. Oil and gases are lighter than of water. One more point, the density of water is more while comparing to this oil, because it is not going to mix. Okay, yeah, that is the answer for that question. Yes, next we will see in India where it is present. Okay, before that, the world's first oil was drilled in USA. That is a name called, the place name is Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, that is in USA, United States of America, in 1859, they first time they got this petroleum, not petrol, petroleum. Later what happened? After 8 years, that is how much? 67, sorry. In 67, oil was struck at the in Assam. Okay, that is in India. That is a place name is Makkum. Okay, in Makkum, that is in Assam. In which year? 1867. That is in Assam. That is in India. So in India we got in 1867. In world's first where? That is in USA. That is 1859. Okay, in 1859 they found first time. Okay, they drill the well of this one first time. Okay, next we will see later after that, in first time I said in Assam, later in Gujarat, Mumbai and all, they got and they drilled and they refined this petroleum. Okay, next we will see what is the physical characters of this one. What about the physical character? Have you seen this petroleum? Yes, these are the dark oily liquid. This is a liquid, but it is a dark oily liquid. What about the odor, smell of this one? That is unpleasant. You know how the diesel smells, or else how the smell of petroleum. Same as that, this is an unpleasant odor it has. Okay, next, petroleum means actually that is not a pure thing, it is a mixture of a number of different constituents. Do you know what are the different constituents of this petroleum? Yes, that is LPG gas. Where we are using this LPG gas? that is in our home. Upon that, one more thing, kerosene, diesels, upon that diesel, petrols, lubricating oil, waxes, many things. Now we will see one by one what are the different derivatives or else the constituent of petroleum and its uses. Okay, take your book, we will list first one by one and along with its uses. First one is LPG. Do you know what is the abbreviation of LPG? Yes. Tell me what is that? Is write down there. Write down and keep. Now tell me what is the uses of where we are using these LPG gases? Yes, we are using liquefied petroleum gas. Where we are using is in our home. Easily we are getting the cylinders, LPG cylinders we are using for our home purpose. Yes, in kitchen we are using, in gas stove and all. Yes, there are the number of uses. In industrial also there are number of uses. Now second one, that is petrol. Where we are using petrols? In light automobiles like motorcycle, car, etc. Next third one, diesel. Where we are using diesels? Yes, the uses are wide varieties of uses. We are using a number of in different ways in factories. Upon that, heavier automobiles like tractor, truck and all, later in factories everywhere. Okay. Next one, third one, that is a fourth one, kerosene. Where we are using? In stove. Yes, kerosene, we know the uses of kerosene. Next one is a lubricating oil. Where we are using? As a lubricator for missions and all, we are getting the lubricating oil, you know that. Yes, that is a lubricating oil. Next one is a paraffin wax. Do you know where we are using this paraffin wax? Yes, as ointments, in candles, in Vaselines, etc. Okay, this is one of the pure petroleum jelly. See, like Vaseline itself, this is one of the pure petroleum jelly. Where we are using this petroleum jelly is for the you can use for the lip in winter season. We are using much this one in for our legs, if it is a cracked legs or as lips, skins, all those things. Okay. Same as this, we can see the Vaseline. This is not Vaseline. See, this is a pure petroleum jelly. How now we are wondering, we are using petrols in our daily lives, and this is not petrol, this is a product of this petroleum. That is one of the derivative of petroleum we are using in our daily lives. Okay. Yes, next last one, that is a bitumen. This is one of the derivative of petroleum. Where we are using this bitumen? In paints or else in road surfacing. Okay, as a road surfacing, what are the different materials they are using? In that is a bitumen. That is also one of the derivative of petroleum. Okay, these are the derivatives of petroleum and the uses we have discussed. Next we will see how we are getting this diesel, petrol, this derivative from petroleum. That is called as refining. What it is? Refining. Okay. Now what is this refining? Sorry, here RE. Okay, refining. What it means, refining? See, refining means from petroleum we are getting petrols, diesels, etc., etc. These are the derivatives. So the process of separating of different derivatives or as fractions of petroleum products from petroleum, it is called as refining. I will repeat, student. The process of separating of various constituent or as fractions of petroleum is called as refining. From where it is carried now? It is carried out in different refining factories. Okay. Okay, different factories are there. Just collect more information where are the different refining factories present in our India. Okay, just to collect the information about that for your better knowledge, I am saying. Okay, yes. Next we will see. So we completed about the petroleum. One more last resource, that is a natural resource as a fossil fuel, that is a natural gas. Do you know anything about natural gas? Natural gas. Yes, now tell me student, what is a natural gas? Whether these natural gas as are the fossil fuels, is natural gases also fossil fuel itself. So this is a fossil fuel, but the name only different because from fossil derivative it is. Okay, natural gas is a fossil derivative. Yes. Now this natural gas is very important fossil fuel. Compared to this is a very important thing. Why we are saying this is the most important nowadays? Because it is very easy to transport through pipes. Okay, through pipes we can transport these natural gases. Okay, now how they are storing these natural gases? They are storing by giving high pressure to that one. What will happen to the natural gas when we are giving or as compressing that one? As liquefy we studied. See, the compressed natural gases nowadays mostly we are using, that is a compressed natural gas. See, CNG, compressed natural gas. What it means? Compressed natural gas means giving high pressure to the natural gas. So it will change its state. Okay, we studied in our lower class what will happen to the gas when we are compressing it. Yes. Yes, next we will see what are the uses of this one. We are using natural gas nowadays more and more because it has some of the unique character. That is, first one, we come to know that it can carry through pipe. Okay, like water, we can transport this into pipes, through pipes. Okay, next we will see what are the uses of this one. Yes, we are using in power generator. Okay, as a fuel it is using in power generator and fuel for the transport vehicles, and it is having one more big advantage, that is it is giving less pollution. So what if it is giving less pollution means we can use more. Okay, because it is not leading to the global warming, upon that greenhouse effect, all those things, environmental pollution. So it is very friendly to us, that is a green or as eco-friendly we can call to this one. Okay, so we can use nowadays more and more these natural gases or as CNGs, compressed natural gases. It is also used, it is an cleaner fuel also, so it is very clean fuel, so we can use this one. Next, one more great advantages of this CNG is we can use directly for the burning in our home or as in factories, and directly we can use without doing anything. We can use CNG as it is. Okay, upon that it is supplied through pipes, so it is a great advantages, it can supply through pipes. Next, one more thing, the uses as a starting materials for the manufacture of number of chemicals and fertilizers. In industrial uses more it is, so more and more industrial use, as same as that we can use in our home easily. Okay, these are the some of the uses. So in exam they will ask to write the uses of natural gases. Okay, now we will see in India where we are getting these, where the uses are more, from where we are getting more this one, that is in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, upon that in the Krishna and Godavari delta we can see more and more these natural gases. Now one question student here, after studying this natural gas and coal upon that petroleum, one question, whether we can prepare these natural gas or else petroleum in our laboratory. What is your answer? Whether we can prepare this one? Yeah, no it is. Why you are saying no answer? See, it will take millions of years. Even though it is preparing from the dead organism, but it will take millions of years. So we have to wait millions of years, then that time we are not there. So what will happen? It is very difficult to prepare in our laboratory. Okay. Now here last point of this class or else this lesson is some natural gases are or else natural resources are limited. Do you know about that? Why we are saying these natural resources are limited? Some of that, not all, like water and light, sunlight, that is not limited, but some natural resources are limited in our nature. Now we come to know that some of the natural resources are limited in our nature. So how we can overcome that one? Yes, already we come to know that some of the pollution, how the natural gas is less polluting while comparing to the petroleum products. Yes, now here question is, some natural resources are limited in our nature. So how we can overcome that one? What are the advantages or else what are the advice we can give to this one? Yes, how we can overcome these problems? Yes, we can use less, if it is not less, if it is whenever it is necessary to go, that time you can use the vehicles or else personal vehicles. If it is convenient to use the public transport system is, we can use that one. For single person, we can avoid going by our personal vehicles. We can use public transport upon that, rather than we can use the bicycles if it is possible. Okay, for the college students, instead of bike they can use bicycles. Nowadays it is a fashion also, so we can easily we can accept that one. Or else how, any other points, student? Any other points? Yes, we can use sharing cab. You know what is that sharing cab or a sharing taxi? We can use that one. Or else we can use if it is metro trains like that, if it is in cities and all, we can use that one. Okay, instead of using our own personal vehicles, we can use the public transport like buses or else metro trains, all those things. Okay, or else what? We have to maintain our vehicles, engine, always we have to maintain our engines. Okay, so here one association in our India, see in India the Petroleum Conservation Resource Association, that is PCRA, Petrol Conservation Research Institute, they are giving some advice to the people. They are giving some advice to us how to save this petrol and diesel while driving. Okay, their tips are, number of tips they are giving. Their tips are, first one, drive at constant or as moderate speed as far as possible. Okay, it is better to maintain the speed because we can avoid the accidents also. Meanwhile, we can conserve these natural resources. Okay, second one, they are saying switch off the engine at the traffic light or at the place where you have to wait. What we have to do? If it is a traffic block, means we have to close our vehicles, close the engine, and simply you can sit and we can wait for a traffic loose. Okay, so we can use that one. Upon that, they are giving the advice to us. Okay, or else if it is full vehicle itself, we can off the vehicle. Not only the engine, full vehicle itself it is on, means what will somehow we can conserve the natural resources. Third one, ensure correct tire pressure. See, tire pressure is also directly it has the relation to the fuel conservation. So if it is tire pressure also we have to maintain. Next one is ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle. The engine maintenance, all those things we have to do. Because of that one, somehow we can, if it is the engine is very weak or as old engine, means what will happen? The conservation of these natural resource, petroleum or else its derivative, it will conserve more and more. So we can overcome that one by ensuring regular maintenance of the vehicles. So you have to maintain our vehicles for its long life. Upon that, it is conserving somehow unknowingly. We are going to conserve the natural resources. These are the tips, 4 tips they are advising. Who is advising? PCRA. Okay, in India it is actually this association, a research association. It is located in our India. Petroleum Conservation Research Association it is. Okay, in exam sometime they will ask about their tips. Okay, now as citizens of our India, we know that is a 5R principle. Already we have studied in our previous chapter. What are these 5R principle? We studied in the plastics and synthetic materials. So their same R principle we can apply to this one, right? Yes, in this chapter also we can apply, we can conserve our coal and petrol. Along with that 5R principle, just remember students, as a citizens of India, we have to conserve petrol, diesel and all these natural resources. Even though they are limited or not, but still we have to conserve this one. We have to conserve water. We have to maintain our, upon that we have to control our air. How we can control our air? We need fresh air to breathe. So we have to maintain without polluting, we have to use without transport system, lesser, minimize the use of transport systems like vehicles and all. If it is necessary, urgent means we can use, otherwise we can avoid that one. If it is a short distance, we can walk by our legs itself. Okay, like that. Okay, so these are the some of the tips. So you have to keep in your mind, as citizens of India, we have to conserve our natural resources. Okay, not only natural resources, we have to conserve the man-made, obviously we have to conserve. Along with that, we have to conserve the natural resources. So save water, save life. Same as that, save our petroleum and coal product or else natural resource and save our life, and will maintain and will balance our these petroleum products, will store or else we will preserve somehow for our next generation. We have to think of them. Okay, we have to preserve or else we have to keep less amount to them also. So we will continue the uses of this petroleum and fuel as much as possible, but we have to control. Okay, this is all about the petroleum products or else coal and petrol. So what and all we have studied today? Yeah, in today's class we studied about the petroleum and its derivatives, natural gas and story behind that one, from where we are getting. Okay, in first class we have studied about the coal and its derivative and how the story of coal, from how we are getting this coal. Okay, next write down the questions, students. Questions? Yes. Now, what are the advantages of using LPG and CNG? Okay, CNG. Next one, how we conserve, how we means who? The students. As students, how we can conserve the petrol? Whether you can conserve this petrol or petroleum products, we can't, but we can what we can convince others, or else we can say others, our parents or else our elders, how they can. Okay, so instead of using, you can use bicycles more. So write down in your own how you can, as a student, how you can giving some advantages or else some advice to others. Okay, these are the 2 questions. Write down, refer and write down. Thank you, students.